Hello everybody, we are in the European server again, Karelia Assault Offense, this time with Sebastian Potachka and his VK 1602, and this film is currently the #1 battle for 1602s in the Hall of Fame. There are 2 artillery on the enemy team, 3 on his, 2 scouts apiece. The enemy team actually has a really good mix of tanks, whereas his team has a bunch of heavies. Not a bad thing to have when you're attacking. You got better armor and they may not go fast, but they have the firepower and the armor to get them there. So if the support tanks play well, they should be able to march over the hills and on toward Cap. Sebastian likes to go out into the middle at the start of battles in Karelia Assault. Here comes the MT-25 across the middle, so he'll just pull up into a bush.
Ready to fire. Enemy is hit. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Target unlocked.
Gone. He didn't want to pull out because there's, I'm sure you noticed, there's a whole lineup of tanks up here just waiting to snipe whatever that MT-25 saw.
Ready to fire. We didn't penetrate their armor. Target unlocked. That one bounced.
Now from the enemy's point of view, all those tanks in the middle is good if you're expecting an assault up the middle, but way too many tanks there for just counter scouting, keeping the people off that middle ramp. It's like, man, that's too much armor over there. They're going to be weak on the hills. Unfortunately, Sebastian's team isn't really going to the hills. A lot of them are kind of spread out around the base of the hills, which isn't going to be very effective for attacking.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. Where'd they go?
Where'd they go? They went to the garage. So he's keeping the rock between him, hoping his teammates finish off this KV-1S, which looks like is going to happen. He doesn't want to move right away because he's still lit up, so he has to wait to get concealment back. Wait 10, 12 seconds, even more if you want to be really safe. And now he's ready to go spot or move on. Kind of amazing to me that all these tanks are still in the middle. It's like they need to be on the hills. They're going to lose the fight because of it. E2's almost gone. Sebastian decides to finish him off himself. And a lot of times you end up doing that, not so much that you just want the kill when you get in the damage, because there's not that much damage left on the plate for him. And the kill is nice, but what he's really doing it for is that guy was backing out. He's getting ready to disappear out of line of fire, and a dead tank is better than a severely hurt but still alive tank. So he knows he's going to expose himself shooting, but he also knows he can take that guy out of the competition, which is the reason that he fires, to eliminate that gun from the fight. It's a lot more than just bounty hunting. If that guy was sitting up there and not backing up, he wouldn't have fired. He would have let his teammates get the kill. But because he started backing up, he started retreating, and he was about to disappear from out of line of sight, then Sebastian's like, hey, I need to shoot him and take him out before he manages to get away.
Ready to fire. Target unlocked. Penetration. Penetration. Penetration.
He wants to finish off the arty, but there's this simple little matter of a T-3485 up on this hill behind him. Not looking at him, looking at the grave. He was fixated on the OI experimental and never realized that Sebastian was coming up behind him. Now he can go reacquire the arty and take him out if he wants. There he goes. 4 tanks to go. They have a 7-tank lead and almost half the battle yet to mop up. So everything's fallen into place very well. Heavies actually came across the middle to help out, which is like, okay, the end of the world is coming soon. Maybe by the time I finish recording this, because heavies don't normally do that. There's the M44 looking out over the map and totally vulnerable from behind, and he dies. 3 tanks to go. The way he's playing, he's expecting these guys to be up here along the one line supporting. Yep, exactly what he found. He moves to where the M7 can't shoot him. He used the OI experimental to block the M7 from a shot. And now he's going to risk it. And now, does he go for the ram? Yes, he's going to try. Doesn't quite get it. And the battle's over. He tried to get that last kill. I think he did it knowing he wasn't probably going to succeed, but hey, let's try anyway. If I get a little extra damage, fine. He ends up with 2,030 damage, 6 kills, 80 of 156 shooting, that's 51%, and 2,467 spotting damage on 5 spots. He earned 54,909 credits. And he also earned 2,502 XP, survived the fight, got a top gun and a patrol duty, and then threw in spotter fire for effect. Along with that, as many medals, it ends up with a battle score, new first place score, 2,562. Everybody seems to have shifted mostly from the looks and the PZ-38NA over to the 1602, and so maybe that battle's going to fill that list up in a while, but 2562 is going to be a pretty tough score to beat. Definitely beatable, but I doubt we're going to see it start changing hands the way it has been a lot recently, to where every other week or so somebody has a new first score, and that we're going to start putting it out of reach here. He went up. He likes to come down here in the middle against the rock and be able to spot everywhere. But the MT-25 was cutting across. There's a whole slew of tanks over here waiting to snipe what the MT-25 saw, so he wisely pulled into a bush, helped kill the MT-25. And then with the help of the heavies up on the hill, they managed to back everybody off here. And so he was able to move across and become more engaged in the fight again. And he saw He doesn't ever get overly aggressive. He plays aggressive, but it's a very controlled aggression to where he's not taking unnecessary risks. Most of the time he pulls out to take a shot, there's nobody looking at him. If he has to give up a shot to get in close, he's willing to do it, but he much prefers, like you saw in the last tank, where he pulls up and he comes in and gets a kill without ever exposing himself to gunfire. The fewer times you put yourself in a position where you can get shot, the more battles you're going to survive. And the more battles you survive till the end, the more damage you can do, the more wins you get, the more XP and credits you get, and it just piles up. Play too aggressive, and that can help a lot. Sometimes playing real aggressive in the beginning helps you out because your team gets to see everything. But there comes a point where they need you at the end of the battle and you're no longer there. So cautious aggression is the optimal way to go. Be ready to jump through the doors when they open. Be ready to break down the doors when they don't open and you have the ability to do so. But always with the idea of, I don't want to needlessly throw away hit points because I may need those hit points later. From Karelia Assault Offense. Taking it to the enemy. Happy hunting.